This is the most current edition of the Summer Weight Loss Challenge / Renaissance Periodization adventure. So I'm going to give you 5, maybe 6 little pieces I've learned in my first full week of doing the Renaissance Periodization. So let's get right into it. What the hell does Renaissance Periodization mean, people? Seriously, Renaissance, it's not Michelangelo. Renaissance, by definition, means rebirth or reawakening. So how cool is it that if you are doing RP or want to do RP, you could birth yourself all over again? Number 2, base. In this day and age of diets and fads and all sorts of crazy things, our metabolism and our bodies are all over the place. So the base plan is that point in time where you take in a prescribed amount of carbs, fats, and protein, and it realigns your body. Stick with it. Give those 2 weeks a little bit of time. And then when you get into the cut phases, I'm sure we're going to see some results. And keep following me and we'll figure that out together. The next thing I want to talk about is the best way to track your weight. Either Megan, my resident Renaissance Periodization expert, or Renaissance Periodization themselves recommends using an app called the Happy Scale. Happy Scale basically has you type in your amounts, your weights each day, and then it uses a moving average. Now, I could give you all of the scientific jargon behind the moving averages, and you would win a Nobel. I described this to somebody the other day, and they were going to nominate me right there on the spot. If your weight is slowly coming down over 10 days, and you took an average of that, probably you're going to see close to what you weighed, let's say, for example, on day 5. It's a moving average actually takes into account 90% of your previous 10-day average plus 10% of what you weigh on that day. The Happy Scale app is using what's called the double exponential moving average. Takes away some of that lag so that your number that you're showing is a better representation of weight loss. And if you want to know more, contact your local physicist or the Happy Scale app folks. Inflammation. If you take a look at my spreadsheet here and how I've done the last 10 days, you'll see that my weight popped up significantly yesterday. Whenever you work out, especially strength-wise, you are basically lifting heavier and heavier weights, and you are ripping, shredding, tearing your muscle fiber at the microscopic level. Tearing of the muscle fiber and then the rebuilding of it is what makes your muscles larger. Now, having done a 5-rep max deadlift yesterday, which was a PR, by the way, if I were to jump inside a little submarine and flow through my body, sounds like a movie. Oh yeah, it was. I would find out that as my muscle fibers were ripped apart, that the red blood cells would go to that area and help provide repair. And as you are needing these red blood cells to repair this tissue, this muscle tissue, your body is also retaining fluid to produce these more and more red blood cells. I'm not a biologist. Half of this I could be pulling out of my butt. I'm giving you the basic premise. So, long and short, my weight gain from yesterday is not because I ate 15,000 lollipops. My muscle gain is because of water retention. Know that inflammation is going to be part of this process. And if you don't know why that weight's going up and it's not because of inflammation, then seek help online or give me a message or comment, and I'll be more than happy to assist or to guide you to the resource that could. I'm going to stop saying Renaissance Periodization. It's too long. Let's just say RP. I took the light training day and I took the non-training day, and I shrunk them down so that they can be printed off onto index card. And I'll show you why in a second. And then I did the same thing with all of the macros. I reformatted everything. So my proteins, veggies, carbs, all of that stuff is reformatted. So again, it would fit onto 3x5 index card. And then what I did is I bought these. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with the field notes, but they're awesome. You can buy them on Amazon, a pack of 3 for $9.95, and they're really well worth it. If you're going to do a 12-week program, you'll probably need 2 of these. But once I printed off my spreadsheet, I cut it down, I taped it to an index card for some rigidity, and then I laminated it, if you will, using packing tape, and I put it on the inside of the cover of the field notes. Now I did the same thing with the back side. Looks like my passport here. This is the suggested template of the different macros right here. So you can see I have it all in one. This little guy fits in your purse, your back pocket, but wait, it gets better. Is every meal that I have, I'm logging it all right down here. So if I have any meals that are off template and it's maybe 4 carbs extra than what's prescribed, I can now keep a note of that, and then that way the next time I go to write my meals down, I know to subtract 4 carbs from that meal and pull those back. I can put my PRs in here. You know, each day gets its own page. And then what I'm also doing then, you'll see, is ideas for recipes or other suggestions. And then down here's my shopping list, so that as I run out of food, sure, I could put them in my phone, but I like the touch and feel of a logbook and writing stuff down. I'm old school. If you want access to that spreadsheet, please like this episode and then email me, jpickett1968@gmail.com, and I will be happy to provide you access to the link so that you can take this and format it and make it your own. One thing that I've learned, one thing that I would highly recommend if you're going to do RP, is to find a support group. I'm very lucky that my CrossFit gym, CrossFit Fos, and Megan have done a really nice job of putting together this support group for us on Facebook. RP also has their own client. I forget what it's called. RP client. I don't know. Go to Facebook and you can take a look at it, or go to the RP website and you'll find that out. I hope that half of that made sense. And if you have questions, comments, recipe ideas, things that you would like to see in future episodes of this, I would love to know those ideas and provide those, and together we can learn more. Have a great day, and as we always say, choose to be happy. Half of this I could be pulling out of my butt.